What's good, everybody? Here's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Guys, a lot of you brothers have been messaging me on Facebook. Shout out to Brother Devin. I really appreciate him. And black men all over the world contact me every day. And I'm glad to talk to you, brothers. I'm really actually a nice guy. If you get to know me, I'm an asshole, but I'm still nice too, here and there. And one of the things that the brother Devin showed me an article about was this situation about OnlyFans. Now, we all saw the burgeoning explosion of OnlyFans during the first pandemic of last year. We saw a lot of entertainers move over there. We saw, a lot of independent women, content creators move there. Because to be fair to OnlyFans, it's just not thotting it up in booty clapping sounds. It's not just that. But we did see the explosion for that sort of economy, right? And prior to that, OnlyFans had a negative connotation associated with its brand for just women that were doing explicit things. I have a really good friend of mine. Let me shout her out because she stopped the show. She probably needs it now. Mantha Cakes TV. Stopped the show. In the booty is pretty big.
I never spelled it.
So I know her from back in my hometown. She was the one that told me about OnlyFans at first. And it was ladies like, like her and other people who, they were making quite a deal of money, selling their own personal content, whether that be booty clapping sounds, whether that be, videos. It was just a lot of thought in it up that was going on over there. But what happened was, OnlyFans, which is a British company, decided that as, they were getting more famous and you had people that were making like $1 million in a day, like the Danielle, the Catch Me Outside chick, whatever her name is, Cash Me Outside, that girl, Danielle Bregardon, whatever her name is, she made like $1 million in a day. So it was quite easy to see that it was more money made going clean than it was dealing in the explicit side, if you will. So then OnlyFans decided that if they were going to attract, a cleaner image to do more business with potential advertisers, and that they were leaving money on the floor, that they were going to get rid of sexually explicit videos in posts. Okay. And what's interesting is that these are the people that made them what they are. Okay. And I know that's quite interesting to say the least, but these are the people who made OnlyFans poppin'. It was that community. It was that, if you want to say sex workers, it was who it was. But see, I think that what's going to happen starting in October is that OnlyFans is doing to sex workers, many of them most notably women, what a lot of ladies have been doing to guys for a long time, which is OnlyFans is practicing hypergamy. Okay? And they're not going to be able to post, sexually explicit content on the website. People make a lot of money. Some people, I told you, were making as much as $27 million a year. And now that OnlyFans is worth $1 billion, they don't have time for those people. Okay? And remember guys like Cardi B, Bella Thorne. I talked about Cash Me Outside. The question is, what happens to these ladies? Okay? What happens to these ladies? These ladies are going to start complaining, obviously, about the fact that it's not fair. They're going to complain to that their efforts are what grew the site and the platform. But it all falls on deaf ears. These ladies who have made a real strong connection on OnlyFans, because working the OnlyFans platform, I've talked to Candy Montana, one of my good friends. She's actually pretty popular on OnlyFans. To deal on OnlyFans, it takes a lot of figuring out the algorithm, just like you do on YouTube. So what happens there is People, they do shares, they collaborate, they have certain things they do. That whole community is going to be lost. That whole community is going to be over. It's going to be done with. And now those women that have put so much effort into that will go back into, some of them, into the regular economy, where that skill set that skill set is not going to be needed, right? And it goes back to what Kevin Samuels talked about months prior, I believe it was on Fresh and Fit, that how some of those chicks are going to end up at Taco Bell. And I think that here's where we're reverting back to. We're going back to the drawing board that many women, in my opinion, regardless of skill set or what they have achieved in life, many women are better off being in a relationship with men. Okay, now, a lot of OnlyFans models are not what I consider real relationships, or haven't really invested in them because the money was so easy and so quick. But now here's what we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of women that are going to be needing help. We're going to be seeing a lot of women that are going to be in danger financially. We're going to see a lot of women who haven't used that money to invest in a new skill set, invest in their education, invest in something that makes it viable. And so once you're out of that income, then what's next? All right. And I think that's the most important talking point, is what happens to these ladies. And I think that we know what's going to happen to these ladies. They're going to end up going to Pornhub or other explicit sites. And then from there, if they can't figure out that, poverty is what is near. All right. But the main people who are funding the site are still going to be men. Those men are still going to have the money, because without those men, those women can't do what they do. And again, it's a humbling thing. Now those women are going to have to figure out another way to do the business, to work harder. And that's the thing that separates. I think that a lot of times in the social media business, men from women can just really show up and start to do very well. Men, we have to do a lot of investment. Some more than others, but you guys see my editing team here, the equipment. A lot of us as guys, we have to work together. As content creators, we have to work together because we have to be more organized to earn a lot of money in what we do. And that's one thing that women prior to OnlyFans and on those sites, they haven't been able to really do that as much. They've never had to. All that you have to do is show up. Like, for example, I'll use Nina Unrated. I didn't know that she was a YouTuber until after I made the video about her. But Nina Unrated has a lot of subscribers. I didn't know that. Okay, she has almost 400,000 subscribers. Now, somebody like her, if OnlyFans goes down, I think it's safe to say that she has enough of a following to transition to something else. She has a monetized YouTube page. She has, Instagram, things like that. But what about the ladies that don't have these things? What about the ladies that don't have monetized things set up? They haven't worked on the next level of income, the next level of things to do. And what you're going to see is a lot of women a lot more vulnerable, that's a problem for society, because the new Delta variant has given so much uncertainty in the job market. Now you couple that with one of the ways that women were making some sort of income, and then that's down. So it goes back to the formation that women have to make good decisions in picking the men that they can be in partnerships, relationships. They can, make money with these guys, or they can, work to build a future there. And then I think that we're seeing that a lot of this, women are independent thing going on here. I think that the more that we see this in society, the more that we're seeing a lot of people fail. I think that we just can't get away from the natural order of things. And the natural order of things are what they are, which is you need a real strong family unit to do stuff. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Check out the Black Men Perfect t-shirts. I'm out.